So, welcome everyone to this video. Today, this is my first video of where I will be explaining JavaScript through this video. This is the first video where I will be explaining the JavaScript. Okay, so I will explain you that using JavaScript how we can do anything. Okay, like what I have done using JavaScript. So if you see, I have created using JavaScript, I have created a to-do list. Okay. So there, these are the couple of DOM elements. There is a couple of DOM elements. So in this DOM, first DOM element, that is the text field, and this is the this is the input field of type text, and this is a text field. Okay. So here the user will type the title. Suppose whatever to-do list they want to do, suppose they will go for studying. For to-do list is basically used for studying, so they will go for Python, studying Python, and they will go for studying decorators. Okay, or I will mention the timing. Okay, from 12 to 1 or 2. Okay, so if you go for submit, you will see in the table it will be added. See, there are 3 columns in the table I have created. So in the title part there is Python, description from 12 to 2 I will read or study Python, code Python, and action. In the action part, I have created a button. Okay, that you will see I have not created from the HTML. From the JavaScript only I have created dynamically, because you will see after reloading the page, in the first time when we will reload the page, it will not there. The button will be not there. The button is generating dynamically. So how we can handle that dynamic button? So that will also I will show you through JavaScript. Okay, so you will see if I reload the page once again, you will see the button is not there. It is generating dynamically when the user is providing the title and the command or the description, whatever. Okay, now if I go for like now I am splitting the screen into 2 halves. One, in the left hand side we have the to-do.html, we have the HTML page, and in the right side I have the JavaScript file. Okay, now we will learn 2 new things here. How we will what is JavaScript basically? So basically what HTML page does is basically used to create the structure of the web page. Okay, but JavaScript is basically used to create, like, make the web page interactive, dynamic. Okay, we can perform multiple operations, okay, in the inside the web page. Okay, which we cannot do with the help of HTML page. Okay. So basically in the further videos you will see I have posted couple of videos in Django. So you will see I have told you, first of all I will explain you JavaScript, then only I will go for script file inside Django. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm explaining you the JavaScript part, then I will go for how jQuery is used. jQuery will be, we will see in this video only, and how we will use Ajax, okay, in that Django project we will see later on in my further videos. Now, so we will learn 2 things here. We will learn JavaScript, how we can do code, like how we can like create uh, browser, like a project, means suppose a to-do list by using JavaScript, means to-do.js, and like JavaScript has the extension JS. Okay, and I will also tell you by using jQuery how we can do it. Okay, so now what is jQuery? So jQuery is basically one of the powerful library of JavaScript only, which contains the predefined pre-written JavaScript code that helps us to reduce our code. Okay, so in JavaScript you will see we are writing too much long code. Okay, but in case of, though I have not attached the delete button here, okay, I have used in the jQuery part. Now you will see, so how we are accessing the elements, suppose I'm telling you. So we will see the jQuery part also, we will see the JavaScript part also, and what is the difference between jQuery and JavaScript, how it is reducing the line of code. jQuery reduces the line of code. I will explain you definitely. Okay, don't need to worry about that. So first of all, I will go for explaining from the HTML part. So you will see in the HTML part, I have used couple of DOM elements. Okay, whatever the input field, the text field, text area field. Okay, these are all DOM elements. Okay, means form elements. I have used form. Okay, and I have used Bootstrap. Okay, so basically that will also hold the pre-written CSS code. So we need not to manually design it. Okay, that will be designed by the Bootstrap only. Okay, so if you go to the website Get Bootstrap, there you will use like from there you will use like multiple pre-written codes. Okay, CSS code with design like form, table, you will get there. Okay, if I get time, I will show you at the end of the video. Now, so there are a couple of DOM elements. Okay, now so there are multiple DOM elements in a HTML page. How we can identify a particular DOM element? That's why for every DOM element I'm providing an ID attribute. Okay, that is title. See, for the first input means for the in title I have used an ID title. For the description I have used an ID description so that I can access it from the JavaScript. How we will access it? We will see in later on. Okay, for the submit button also we have an ID attribute. Okay, now after that we are using table. Okay, we are using table so that whatever we will the user will enter in the form fields, that will be added to the table. Okay, along with the delete button. But see, delete button I didn't declare here. See, delete button I didn't declare here. Okay, I am directly declaring the delete button here only in the JavaScript only. Okay, now I will tell you how we can access each and every DOM element. So that is called DOM manipulation in JavaScript. So go for the JavaScript part. This is the JavaScript, normal JavaScript by which we have done like the operations for adding the data which the user will provide in the form inputs to the table. Okay. So now what I'm doing, document.get element by ID. This is basically a DOM manipulation. There are 2 to 3 types of DOM manipulations are there. Document.get element by ID is there. Document.get element by class is there. Query selector is there. Get element by tag name is there. Okay, you will research about those. Okay. Now, so what we are doing, we are identifying a particular DOM element whose ID is to do button. Okay, so how we will get? Okay, see this button ID is to do button. So that's why that means we are accessing this DOM element and we are assigning to the to do button to this variable. Okay, I have provided the data type also. Let okay, there are 3 types of data types are there in JavaScript: let, var, and const. You see the difference later on. Okay. Now, for the to do body also, I'm doing the same thing. Okay. So in the table, I have body. So basically, what is this? Now, initially the body tag is empty. Okay. So it will hold the data in the runtime with the help of JavaScript function. Okay. That will be shown in the browser for the user. Okay, you will see initially there is no data. Okay, so just I have created the tag body table body, and then I have given an ID to the body. From there we can accessing this, we are accessing this. Okay, now what we are doing, we are adding add event listener. Okay, we are using an event listener, means we are doing the event handling part. Okay, so here when the button will be clicked to do, we are using the to do button. Okay, means the button here, this button submit button we are using. Okay, add event listener means we are doing the event handling. Go and check what is event handling. Okay, now when the user will click, this is the event. There are multiple events. On click is there, click is there, or many other thing is there. Just go and research okay about this. Okay, when the click will be like button will be clicked, we have created an arrow function. Okay, we have used an arrow function. Okay, not a normal function. Normal function we will use like this way. Okay, though, and this is the event delegation. Okay, in jQuery I will explain you, we cannot use arrow function here. That's why we have used normal function. Okay, but this is an arrow function. We have not, this is a shorter way of creating a function. There is no function tag, just we have given a bracket, we have stored a parameter, and with the help of arrow, we are writing the body of the function. Okay, now after that what we have done, e dot prevent default, what it does, basically it prevents, like this is the form elements, like we have created a form. See, this is a form. Okay, this is basically a form. So when we will click the submit, so form will be reload. Okay, this is the natural behavior of the form. The form will be reload, but we are preventing the form reload. Okay, we are preventing the form to be reloaded. If the form will be reloaded, then the in the table it will be not added. Okay, the data will be not added what the user has provided in the form field. Okay, for this reason I have prevented the reloading part. Okay, so this will be done. Okay, by the help of e dot prevent default, which is basically a by default function. Okay, in JavaScript. Now again we are accessing the DOM elements. Okay, with the help of document.get element by id, title and descriptions we are accessing. See, inside the form elements, inside the form. Now what we are doing, we are creating an element. Okay, so see here, table body I have created. See, table body I have created, but there should be in a table row inside table body, there should be some table data inside table row. Okay, which will hold the user information what they have provided in the form. Okay, that will be done with the help of JavaScript only. See, document.create element, we are creating an element. These are basically an element, tags or element. So we are creating an element, and with inner HTML, this is basically another function. What we are doing here, we are creating inside the HTML, like inside the row. Okay, we are creating the table data. Okay, and for accessing the title and the description value. Okay, so basically here this is also a difference, we are accessing the value. Okay, okay, not the uh, whole DOM element. Okay, we are accessing the value provided by the browser, provided by the user in the form element. That's why you are using dot values. Okay, now TD. So basically we are accessing the values here. Okay, so that inside table row there will be table data, title and description will be there. Okay, and to do body, what we are doing, we are appending the child, append child row. We are appending the row in the to do body. Where will be the row, will be where, inside the body only, table body only. So that's why we are appending this in the to do body. Okay, that will represent the table body. See, okay. Now the accessing, the way of accessing like this. Okay, how we will access the values of the user, like this. Okay, so basically we are using a template literal. Okay, row dot inner html. There are two types of things, inner html and inner text. Okay, so basically when we go for manipulating the text inside an element, when we then we go for inner text. Okay, but when we go for inner html, we have to do the html code, a little html code we have to write. Okay, that will be added to the table body. Okay, now this I have done with the help of normal JavaScript. If I run it, then also it will be run perfectly, then also it will be done perfectly. But what jQuery does, jQuery basically reduces our task. Okay, I will explain you by comparing with the JavaScript and the jQuery. Okay, now in case of jQuery, see here I'm using dollar. What is the meaning of dollar? Dollar is basically a short form. Okay, so if I short from jQuery, if I use jQuery, QUERY, then also it will run. Okay, but I'm providing the dollar. Okay, now to do button. Okay, how now, how we are accessing here in this jQuery, how we are accessing the DOM elements with like this way. Okay, okay, double quotes, then hash, then to do button. We are accessing this button DOM element by using this. But in case of JavaScript, how we can access it, we have to first assign the DOM element to the to do button variable. Then we have to add even listener for form hand for handling events, okay, event handling, but we are directly doing that. We don't have to use the event listener, we don't have to use the get element by id, okay, directly we are doing this, okay. Dot click is basically what we are doing, and event handling basically we are directly writing. We are again using the arrow function, okay, not normal function, okay. We have provided an a variable, sorry, parameter, and we are doing the prevent default. What prevent default does, I have explained you inside the, in case of explaining, when I will explaining the JavaScript code, okay, like the same way. But basically the shortest way is we don't have to write this code, we don't have to write this code, okay. So it will reduces our task, okay. Now inside, how we will access the title and description document, like values from the DOM elements, like this way, okay. Again we are using dollar and title, dollar and description, and dot val. Here what we are doing, we have to write the whole code dot value, but like this way we are using the val, okay. This is the advantage of using jQuery, okay. Now let row, again we are using a we are creating a create element, okay. We are creating an element, but not like this way. Document dot create element, not like this way. What we are doing, how we are doing, like this, okay. We have used a template literal, okay. Now what we are doing, we are creating a table row in a HTML only, okay. We are creating an HTML tags only. Inside TD we are using like we are accessing the title and description value like this way, okay. Now I have provided the button also. See, I have not provided the delete button here. Okay, I have provided the delete button here only. Button class, we have created a class. Here I am not using an ID. I'm creating a class name. Okay, I'm giving a class name. Okay, because dynamically we are generating the delete button. So that's why for all delete button there is only one class name, okay. The class name can be one for all elements, okay, all buttons, okay. But for id there will be, for a particular DOM element the id will be there, okay. But we are creating the DOM elements dynamically, delete button, okay. That's why that will have a same class name, delete button, okay. Now what we are doing, we are appending the row into the to do body, so that we can see, we can, what we are doing in the same way we have done the JavaScript, in the same way we are doing the jQuery part also, but in a shorter way. jQuery provides, like inside jQuery there are predefined JavaScript pre-written JavaScript code also, we are using that only, okay. That will reduces our line of code and task also, okay. We are appending to the to do body, this is a parent element, okay. This is already inside the which refers to the table body, okay. Now there is a problem, basically like this way. When we go for delete button, we can declare it like this way only, like by using the event handling only we can create a delete button. But for this case we have to use event dedication. Now